Hello, my name is Jacob Adams. I'm a fitness and leadership coach. I'm also the creator of the idea known as Common Sense Self-Mastery. I'm here with...
Hi, I'm Victoria Hernandez. I'm 30 years old. I'm a teacher and I am searching for my companion.
There you go. So today we were wondering, got together, Victoria's one of my best friends, and we were wondering maybe other people are also struggling with finding that right match, that right person, whether it's a soulmate, obviously someone to marry, soulmate, boyfriend or girlfriend in a committed relationship, and or just date. Victoria, is that what you've also experienced some frustrations in that?
Yes, I don't think I've found someone that I would be committed to. I've dated. I started dating recently. I kind of changed my dating habits a little to find someone that matches more of like my beliefs spiritually.
And you weren't doing that before?
And I wasn't doing that before. Before that, to me, it didn't matter if somebody believed in God or...
So you went more on looks and sort of like social status, maybe?
I think for me it was more like, is that person educated? Do they like to work out? Are they fun?
So it was somewhat, those are good values too.
There was like a little checklist, but I feel like the checklist has just kind of gotten longer. Yeah, I mean,
you have to tell me why. You're gonna have to tell me why it got longer.
Yeah, I feel like everybody tells me I'm so picky, and I think I am. I think I'm just at a point where it's like nobody may meet my expectations, or it takes something really small for that person to be like completely like, no, that person's like a no-go.
And my list is actually pretty short, but it's just, they really make a person, they tell me everything about a person. Mm-hmm. It's fitness, faith, and family. Mm-hmm. Because those cornerstones drive everything. Like if you have faith in God and if you've chosen to believe in faith, have a faith and you're devoted to that faith, truly within your heart, okay, that's pretty powerful.
Yeah.
And if you're committed to fitness, I'm committed to fitness, and if they're committed and driven to love their family, I mean, that person doesn't have much time to fuck around.
No, that's true. That's true.
So, I mean, my list is pretty short, but it's very like...
But I feel like I found that before I found that person that was a person of faith or considered themselves a Christian. I found that person that liked to work out, and I found that person was like all about their family, but they were also very self-absorbed.
It's the person we don't name. The person we don't name, right?
Yeah, he who must not be named.
Okay.
And it was somebody that I guess I thought I would end up with, and I did not. And I think after that relationship, it took me 3 years to really want to start dating again.
It takes about 2-3 years
like
from a tough one. From a tough one, it takes 3.
Rough. Like that was really rough. And so now we don't mention his name, and Jacob knows, and my friends know, and we just call him you know who. Just because I feel like that person doesn't deserve to be mentioned, or the mentioning of their name is just like not deserving of ourselves.
So today I was telling you, and we've talked about dating for on off. That's why we're having this video, because we've talked about dating so many times in so many different situations, and it's so funny sometimes the things we say. And I was like, let's get together and make a video about it. And because we say like these golden nuggets of humor, and it's just like, damn,
and wisdom.
Yeah, if only we could record these things. So let me ask you this: why do you think? Because one of my statements is you need to up your game in order to these people that are average can't fuck with you. In other words, be at a higher status in your life, whatever that is, so they can't fuck you. So my question is this: what do you feel you need to improve to attract a better quality mate? Because you're being picky, so you have to be picky with yourself too. Be honest. Be honest.
I think it's different for women though, because I think the higher that we're at, the higher somebody has to rise to, and a lot of men don't want to rise to that challenge, because there's been many times that I've dated people that it's not like, oh, I'm out of their league, but it's like I have certain level of accomplishments and this is where I'm at, and those people do fall short. I mean, obviously I don't judge someone based off of that, but I feel like they are very intimidated, and so that like withdraws them, or that's shortened my dating like my dating pool.
So you're saying, you're kind of
It's
saying,
very different for women. Like, yes, you can tell me, oh, you need to rise and somebody needs to rise to you. But what I found in my dating experience is that no, men don't want to rise to that. And
That's-
it's like,
but
oh,
maybe-
she has,
are you ready for this?
She's doing too well. Like, I can't date that girl.
maybe,
I don't have enough.
maybe those are men not worth your time though. They don't want to rise.
Well, yeah, but I mean, where do I find these men? Like, there's one person that I started dating. He's like a professional. He is an attorney. And then there's another guy that I was dating that was a professional, and he has a master's degree in mechanical engineering. And I feel like these guys, because they have those like those qualifications or accomplishments or however you want to put it, like I feel like their ego is so big as well that they're just very self-absorbed, and dating those type of men doesn't necessarily give me a better dating pool.
Okay, so to recap, 'cause that's a lot of info. I'm gonna break it down. I need a breakdown after all that. So I'm gonna break down what I got and see if you got the same thing. I asked my original question, which she did not answer, by the way. I'm not gonna let her off the hook. Was where does she need to improve? She took the opportunity to kind of pivot into one of her ideas, which is to say, Jacob, I don't know if improving is the problem. I think it's I'm too good. You kind of did say that. In a way, hold, time out. So what you're saying is men see you maybe like you're making X $1,000 a month, a year, and they're saying, you know, that's intimidating to me. Kind of, in a nutshell. Right, in a nutshell. Because men are never gonna say no to a beautiful woman that they want to have sex with. They're just not, you know. So I'm just saying, like, so you're saying the money, in a way, let's just say, so to be fair, we want to be honest here. You're saying making more money than some men does intimidate them.
Yes.
And that's one of your things, the drawbacks, you think.
Yes. I feel like when I talk to somebody or when I'm dating someone.
Okay, so
I
now
want it to be
that's
more about them.
But
It has
okay.
to be more about them.
I'm going to interrupt you only because you said a lot, and that's good. That's not. We're not going to deny that. We are not denying that that's it. Okay, I'm not denying that that's a problem. Yes or no? Okay, we're going to let that sort of be in the room. Now, what I do want to bring in the room is again, you can ask. I want you to ask me the same question. My question is still, where do you feel you can improve? And I know you very well.
I don't even know. I think I'm like pretty badass. That's what I feel.
Oh, you're fucking real badass. Obviously, we're hanging out making this cool video. You're fucking badass. Okay, so maybe you should ask me and I'll tell you. So say, Jacob, where do you feel you can improve?
Jacob, where can you improve?
You know, I want a tighter midsection just to feel more
But that's physical. That's even freaking
whoa. I was gonna answer the question, see?
You continue.
Okay. This is what I mean. The continue. I think that's how we get along. It's that Victoria can sort of know when to like interrupt herself, and it's really funny to kind of see her be smart. It's funny to me because it's charming. But listen, so what I'm saying is that look better. That's fine. Like for example, I have some white hairs on my temples, and my hair isn't the best. Obviously, you've told me some men have not good hair, and in a way, it's like, well, I don't have the best hair. And so what I'm saying is that, I think, man, maybe that is. I'm just being sincere and vulnerable here, where it's like, maybe that is cutting into, dating options, right? So I'm saying,
This is the problem with modern dating. The problem with modern dating is that it's so like physical, appearance based, so like vain, so this and that. I mean, obviously I'm not gonna mention like, oh, this is what I like in a guy, like he has to have abs and lift and have muscle and all this stuff. Like that honestly is like the last thing I look at when it comes to how attractive a person is.
It's the last thing you look at.
Yes, because I'd rather worry about like what do they have to offer.
Okay, now me, and that's what we're gonna get into. They offer. I know you well. Like for example, I know some men do make a decent income that you've dated, but they don't know. And I think that's where you need to be. You kind of drop the ball a little bit. Is you don't verbalize your needs.
Yes, I do.
Whoa.
Yes, I do.
Wait.
Now, 3 years later.
That's why I'm her bestie,
that
guy. This is what you're missing.
Now that I started dating, I do verbalize that. Like, that's bullshit.
This is behind the scenes talk as to Jacob and Victoria.
But that's why I'm telling you, like, people won't step up their freaking game. Obviously, if you want to hold somebody accountable to be a better freaking person, and they don't want to, like, obviously.
You're a little bit of a softie, and I don't know if people know that about you. And so when they date you, maybe you need to tell them, listen, I'm extremely strong, I'm really independent, and all that. I'm also.
That's why I don't date. That's why I told you that.
And in a way, maybe you got to tell them, hey, listen, maybe, I want you to know that while I'm independent, I was in the military, and I have very good structure in my schedule, and I'm very type A in these regards. I think that maybe if you. And this is something that's been in our friendship sort of brought to the surface. If you let people know, you're also a little tender, and you kind of want people to appeal to that little tender side of you. I think that would help the dating flow, because I think some of the guys you date kind of just see the strong part of you, and then when they don't give you that like tenderness, like it makes you shut down, and it's gone, and like they don't know how they fucked up, but I know it's like they didn't give you the what you needed. And so, but you kind of want to go.
Giving up hope.
It's like in a way, like let's say there's this guy, and he's like doing good financially, but he may not be the best. He's not Brad Pitt, right? Right? He's not Brad Pitt, and he's making income, so he's matched you there. But you're willing to sort of say, hey, it's not about the looks, but if he doesn't take the time to be like, let me kind of try to be romantic here. If he doesn't put a little effort there, it's like money's out the door. You gave him a chance. You look past the physical, but you need that kind of like that little sizzle, that romance. And I think that's where you drop the ball a little bit, and/or these guys aren't stepping to the plate to give you the romance.
The thing is, effort.
Is that pretty good? Is that pretty good?
No, because I'm just a hard ass all the time. Obviously, I'm not a hard ass to people that I date. Why would I be a hard ass who wants to date somebody?
So you think these men
are just stupid, really airheaded. Like they have they don't have a clue about how to.
They could easily
what romance is, what being considerate is. I think the problem is that people love to take and take and take, and I haven't dated somebody that's as giving as I am. And yes, that is a problem. Like obviously not everybody's gonna be like I am, but it's really annoying, like the amount of people that I've run into that are just so self-centered. They want to have all
they use
that gives them all these things, attention, like they want physical touch, like they want all this stuff and respect and loyalty, etc., 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 and yet they don't want to offer that, and they don't see that they don't offer that.
In other words, they're not being reciprocal.
No, at all.
At all.
No,
These are really shitty men.
Yes.
Because I mean, some reciprocity is a given, right? You can't just. Oh yeah, give me physical touch, give me words of affirmation, the 5 love languages, give me this, and not give back, right? That doesn't seem like
stupid.
That.
Like why date? Like this is what I don't understand.
Yeah, like that's
people put themselves in the dating pool, and yet they know they're not ready to like give all these things or do all these things that require for like a relationship to work. So that just doesn't make sense.
Do you feel you're verbalizing your needs? Because that's what I think is my suspicion. I'm not there.
No, I am verbalizing my needs. I tell people I want somebody that's going to be considerate, romantic, give up their time, try to spend time.
You know what I think? Like, I think when you talk to a man, I'm saying,
and I feel like they're like, oh, I actually have to try. Never mind. Like that's what I think. I think they think that I'm just gonna like give myself to them, and it's so annoying.
Here's what I'm saying is this. I think for some of these dudes, these less attuned men, you might have to be like, this is an example, like just like you teach.
Like a child.
Yeah, like this is an example of what being considerate and spending time is. Like, invite me over for dinner, a restaurant, your house, do that, and make sure that I attend that dinner. Did you get it?
I'm still not gonna get it.
And
I
if-
would like spoon feed someone.
And if they're like, if they don't get it at that point, I will stamp and verify that guy's a dumbass.
That happens with everybody. I don't know. Modern dating is really stupid.
Well,
Like I see couples when I'm out. I see couples like boyfriend, girlfriends, husbands, wives, and I'm just like, how did you find that person? Like, how did you make them commit? Like, how are you all together? Like, I don't understand that. Like, I don't understand.
what if it's real love? It's either real love or it's probably like.
It's not. It's convenience. That's what I think. That's all I think marriage is lately. Is just convenience. Like, oh, you find this person. Oh, you two are willing to just be together so that neither of you is alone. Let's get married.
Okay.
Let's end up together. Now we have a family. Like, let's play the game.
I think it's.
And it's like so stupid. Like, I'm not looking for that. I'm not looking to fill a void. Like, I'm looking for actual like love, compatibility, a companion. Not just to fill like a void.
That's a great thing to look for.
It doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist. I mean, I personally am looking for the same thing in the sense that, you know, I spent most of my dating life has been, I like to say, I've had 3 long-term-ish relationships. First one was a girl I liked in high school. That was the longest one. I don't think I was ready, you know, so I just gave up on it. I just wanted to see me play the field more. I was like, what is this? And I thought, oh, this is how all relationships are, you know. But it was a decent relationship. I just wasn't ready. Second relationship, I think I was still recovering from the first one, still not ready, gave up on it. The third one is kind of where I saw, like, no, some girls, you know, I'm just not compatible with because it just was not working.
Yeah.
And so now, you know, I took the last 3 years to heal and everything like you, and gave my life to the Lord, and I'm in a relationship with the Lord, and that's, in a way, I feel like all my relationships have been guiding me to that one, and now I'm praying to the Lord and looking. Yeah, it doesn't mean I just stay at home and don't try to talk to women, but I think that, like, say this, I know my values, but I think now women are sort of, in a way, becoming like men, where they're becoming like players themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so now it's like women are kind of having fun being players like men have, in a way. Like, okay, men have done this for so long, let's take advantage of this season of the life of evolution of this sort of, hey, you know, let's do what they did for all this time.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? See, this is the gem. This is the gem. What do you think about this?
I mean, I guess so, but then at the same time, it's like there's those women that are really serious and calm and like respectful or whatever you want to call it, and they can't find somebody nice. I don't know. I feel like everybody's just a hot mess, and nobody understands like how to actually like come together and be in a relationship and like have mutual respect.
Well,
Everybody's so busy messing around, waiting for the next best thing. Like I could be dating somebody really, really good, and maybe they'll think that I'm really, really good, and then at the same time they're just not willing to commit because they think that because they could get me, they can get somebody else good or better, and so they're just kind of like just hanging around. I'm just filling that time,
in many ways,
space for the time being, and they're just waiting for the next